Hello, hello, hello. You are tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's first topic: can the Ravens truly have a magical season? Listen, you know how I do things over here. I was on the internet scrolling, going through things, looking up information, and then I stumbled upon a Bleacher Report, memo or whatever, list about some of the most magical seasons in NFL history. And I was looking at it and I'm like, man, I wonder what the magical seasons are. Because look, there's been a lot of like individual performances and stuff like that. But I was looking at it, they had Ray Lewis's 2000 as the leader of that team season on there. Of course, they had the Miami Dolphins perfect season and stuff. And every single one of the ones that they used, it was great regular season, but ended in a Super Bowl victory. And I know some people don't like bringing up the Baltimore Colts, but Johnny Unitas was also on that list. And when I'm gonna read what they put for the Ray Lewis one real quick, and then I'm gonna go into why or how we can have a magical season this year. So it said Ray Lewis, linebacker, Baltimore Ravens 2000. 2000 Baltimore Ravens turned into the single most dominant defense in the history of the National Football League. Sorry, Legion of Boom, it's not you. But whatever, let's continue, okay? Surrendering just 165 points all season, including 4 shutouts. Linebacker Ray Lewis led the attack with 137 tackles, 3 sacks, and 2 interceptions, and collected Defensive Player of the Year honors. The Ravens won 12 games, but earned just a wild card berth. It didn't matter. In 4 postseason games, the team allowed just 23 points, only 16 by the defense. They annihilated the New York Giants 34-7 in the Super Bowl, collecting 4 interceptions off Kerry Collins. Lewis's 7 tackles earned him game MVP honors. My God. My word. My Lord. Let me tell you something right now. When I read stuff like this, it just gets my blood pumping because I'm like, man, all these magnificent players and stuff like that have done great things. You know what I mean? I was like, man, look at this. Johnny Unitas, 1958, Baltimore Colts. It said in just his 3rd NFL season, the 25-year-old Johnny Unitas helped transform the NFL into the single most popular sport in the country. He led the Baltimore Colts to an 8-2 record by leading the league with 19 touchdowns and a passer rating of 90. In the championship game, he led the Colts on a last-minute game-winning drive, sending the game into the first ever sudden death overtime. In overtime, he famously led the Colts on a game-winning touchdown drive, capped off by a fullback Amechi's plunge into the end zone from 1 yard out to win what is now considered to be the greatest game ever played. Let me tell you something right now. I read 2 of some of the greatest seasons in NFL history. Magical season. That's the operative word, magical season in NFL. And I read the 2 that came from Baltimore strictly for this reason. Can we add to that list of magical seasons for the 2023 Baltimore Ravens? That's all I'm worried about. Can we actually do it? Look, we have defensive pieces, defensive stalwarts. You have offensive pieces, offensive stalwarts, MVPs. You have all those things on this team. You now have an offensive coordinator that captured 2 NCAA championships. Now, can they put it all together? Can they turn this into a Disney ending? A whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew. No one to tell us no or where to go and say that we were dreaming. That's the part I don't want to happen. I don't want it to just be a dream. I need this dream to be turned into a palpable, feelable, tangible reality. And I need it this year. Yes, I do. I really do. I really, 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 really do. Don't y'all understand where I'm coming from? Hey, yo, listen. Let me be real with you, Raven fans. Let me be real with y'all. It's been a long time since we've hoisted the Lombardi Trophy. It's never been a time where we've had an offensive MVP on this team. This is the perfect time to get the job done. Look, let's be real. Everybody's talking about the Bengals and everything else with their being in the way of our magical season. I don't think the Bengals stand in our way for a magical season at all. As long as Lamar Jackson was healthy, when he was playing all those games, even when the offense was struggling, we were ahead of them. We were ahead of them in the AFC. We were ahead of them in the AFC North, the whole nine. So I'm not worried about the Bengals. The only team that gives me cause for pause is you-know-who, the Kansas City Chiefs. That's it. That's all. And if we can get past them, barbecue chicken! Oh. Listen, y'all wondering why I got hyped. You're wondering, like, well, why Nitro so hyped right now? Why? Because I read the history. As long as I've been a Baltimore Raven fan, when you go back through the history of it all, the game-winning plays, the adulation, the hard work, the underdog story. Listen, let me tell you this right now. Lamar Jackson's a perpetual underdog. I'm telling you this right now. Lamar could win MVP next year. Our defenders can win Defensive Player of the Year this year, and Baltimore would still be an underdog next season because it's led by a perpetual underdog. You understand? So those stories, they're soul moving. They're heart wrenching. It's like, you gotta go. You ever watch Remember the Titans? That's the Baltimore Ravens. And let me tell you this right now. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Baltimore, if I make sure I checked our history right? Every time we made it to the Super Bowl, it's been cookies. We don't lose. As soon as we get there, it's straight.
Finish him, Daddy.
And they're done. So if we make it, I expect to win. All I'm looking to do is make it out of the AFC. And then the Ravens can go on a historical Super Bowl game where they put up 50, 60 points and blow out the opposition, and we literally skate to a title. You know what? You know what's crazy? I always tell people, because I was born in New York, and once I was young, I came down to Florida and I was raised here, right? And I always tell people, you hear about the Cowboys being America's team, but the team that encapsulates the American dream the most is the Baltimore Ravens. They represent it. The lifeblood of that term literally encapsulates what the Baltimore Ravens are. Blue collar, get it out of the mud, take nothing for granted, and work harder. Nobody cares. Just work harder. I'm telling y'all, man. Telling you, I need that Disney ending, baby. I need that Disney ending. Oh, what Disney movies ended well? Let's see. Oh, God. Cinderella. Mulan. Finding Nemo. Frozen. Lilo and Stitch. I need it all. Aladdin. Lion King. And I ain't naming no more because I say the best for last. And it's funny that it's called Lion King because we got a lot of lions on this team. Their manes have grown in. They want problems. And let me tell you this right now. I want problems too. I do. Ooh. Shout out to Keenan and Kel. I'm serious. I need that. So can we add to the list of most magical seasons in NFL history? Let me tell you this right now. I don't want to have a breathtaking magical season and have it end like how the Patriots did against the Giants. That is the biggest NFL letdown in NFL history. If the Patriots won that Super Bowl, they would have been crowned the greatest team ever assembled in NFL history. They would have won it. They would have got it. It's theirs. They had it all. 18 and 0? Or was it 7? Yeah, 16, 17. Yeah, 18 and 0 going into the Super Bowl and end up being 18 and 1. Listen, I'll be real with you right now. That would be the most horrible ending that I could ever imagine for the Baltimore Ravens. Because you're going in there with so much expectation to have it end with anything but a win. Listen, I'm telling you, the Patriots, that year's Patriots, as dominant as they are it's called, named, viewed, renowned as the greatest letdown team loss ever. Especially after Brady was saying, who's going to keep us under 30 points? Yeah, all right. But can we do it? Can we have a truly NFL historically magical Disney ending season? I don't know. But what do you think? Answer me in the comments. Leave a comment. I will be looking through them, seeing if it is, and we're going to get to the bottom of it because I know what I want. And I want what I want. And hopefully I get what I want also. Baltimore, let's go. And that's another episode of the Wunderkind Show. Thank you all for watching. You know we keep it fun and light, but it's all rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment. You know I'm a comment. Just be respectful. That's all I ask. And if you would like to donate to this channel on this platform, bottom of the screen, QR code for the Cash App. Also find the Cash App in every description of every video that we do. And the name of it is The Wunderkind Show. Also available now is the Patreon, and we are up to 12 patrons. Go and become a patron of the Wunderkind Show. Join Team Wunderkind and earn and get its perks. Because the perks are great. But once again, it's the Wunderkind Show. It's your host, Lecture, signing off. And as always, you guys know my slogan. Peace. Because I am out of here. Yerp.